Hey, what's going on, people? Your boy, Mad Mike, coming out of you guys with some news out of the NBA. I think we kind of seen this coming. Russell Westbrook has been traded. Has been traded to the Houston Rockets. To the Houston freaking Rockets. Yeah, man. I'm just gonna be real and I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand this trade, and as I'm reporting this to a lot of you guys and just decided to do it live. My boys are actually giving me update of their thoughts on it. But I'm just going to be honest, man. I don't like this trade for Houston. I just don't see how this is going to work. They're going to have to trade Chris Paul. You can't have 3 point guards, essentially. 3 dominant ball guys on the same court at the same time. Westbrook is ball dominant. James Harden is ball dominant. Chris Paul is ball dominant, and he was essentially would be traded, but this is a bad trade for Houston Rockets. I mean, look, you look at the way the West is configured. You look at the Lakers. These guys have AD, LeBron, who are bigger guys. You have the Clippers with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, again, bigger guys. And then you look at the Houston Rockets. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Clint Capella is with these guys. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's is a free agent. So, man, this is look, man. I don't like this trade. I'm just going to be honest. And from a basketball point of view, I know a lot of people like, bro, this is a Houston won the trade. Yeah, they may have won the trade, but they got 3 ball dominant point guards, small guys. This is not Golden State. Klay Thompson is a big guy. This guy can play at 3. Now you have James Harden, who's 6'4". Now you have James Harden, who goes about 6'4". You have Chris Paul about 6'1", 6'2". And you have Westbrook, who is about 6'3" himself. Bro, who's going to play what? Who's going to take over the ball? You think Russell Westbrook is going to take a backseat to James Harden and Chris Paul? Like, they already have attitude. Look, these guys are already fighting amongst each other with Chris Paul and James Harden. Now you bring one of the biggest guys with the biggest egos in the NBA and in sports, and Russell Westbrook, and you team him with a team that's already having issues getting together. Look, bro, this spells nothing but trouble. And I know they may not be done, because Chris Paul may be gone. What, you gonna have a 3 system? You're gonna have a 3 point guard system? A 3 guard system? Who's gonna play defense? Somebody has to play defense. And then you know Russell Westbrook is not gonna play defense. James Harden, damn sure not gonna play defense. We know that for a fact. So I know a lot of people like, yeah, they won this. Yeah, this is a good trade for Houston. They got 2, 3 all-stars. And yes, they do. But who's gonna play defense? Answer me that. Ask me that. I really want to know, people. Who's going to play defense? Who is going to play defense? Mike, tell me. Who is going to play defense? I want to know, bro. Like Clint Capella? He's going to play defense? He's a center. Westbrook is not known for his defense. I mean, we saw what Dame Lillard did to him. You can't count on him, and you dang sure can't count on, what, James Harden, Chris Paul to play defense? Come on, bro. I know this is not a game of 2K where you put 3 stars on one team, and you can score 150 points a game. I get it. It looks good. But is this really good? How good is this? It's pretty. You got three guys on the team right now, and both of these guys, all three of these guys are making over $120 million. We're talking about three guys that are making over $120 million, and most likely Chris Paul will be traded, I'm thinking. But if he doesn't, who's gonna play defense? Who's going to play defense? Come on, people. Let's get out of 2K mode. Okay, all right. I see it. All right, Chris Paul did get traded to the Thunder. All right, but I'm still saying to myself, who's gonna play defense? Because we know Westbrook is not gonna play defense. We know James Harden not gonna play defense. At least Chris Paul plays some defense. At least Chris Paul played defense. Who's going to play defense? This has been the issue with the Houston Rockets for a long time. Somebody has to play defense. I know people love Westbrook, but it has where there's smoke, there's fire. Every single one who has played with Westbrook has been traded away, and most of these guys don't like playing with him. And yet, come on, bro. The starting five: Westbrook, Harden, Capella, Gordon, and Tucker. Bro, that's a weak lineup. Okay, this is what you do when you playing NBA 2K. Put a bunch of guards on one team and think that's gonna hold up. Somebody got to play defense, bro. Someone has to play defense. And I know this all pretty and all this all cool, and this is what we want. We think we want in the NBA. But dude, this is prissy. This is prissy. This is pretty. How is this going to happen? How is this going to transpire? I really want to know. Mike D'Antoni is not known for his defense. Mike D'Antoni is not known to be a defensive guru. He's not. And I love what Russell Westbrook can do when he's on. But this guy's a turnover machine. He's ball dominant. He has a massive ego. We're talking about bigger than Kobe Bryant type of ego, bro. That was a massive, massive ego. Massive, massive ego. How are these guys going to get along with James Harden? Yes, they've been teammates before, but I really want to know how this is going to happen. How are these guys going to get along? How are these guys going to play together? Somebody has to play defense. And yes, the NBA is a game of offense, but you got to stop somebody in the playoffs. You can't continue to play the score 100 points and 150 points a game. Okay? I mean, I get it. I get it, man. I get it. Whatever. Charleston Nash, a sad Falcons fan, Raymond Elder, Fred Butts, Archangel, all you guys, man. I appreciate everybody for joining this live. Ah, man. I really don't want to be doing this, but it is what it is. Byron Boykin. I don't understand. I get the trade. If you're Houston, I get it. And I get it if you're Oklahoma City. But at the same time, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. You get an old Chris Paul. Chris Paul got to be up, man. Chris Paul got to be pissed off, man. Chris Paul got to be pissed. Oh man. All right. Well, let me just go through y'all comments, man. All right. Westbrook is all about self, Archangel. True that, man. The Rockets starting fives: Westbrook, Harden, Capella, Gordon, Tucker. That's a weak lineup, man. I don't care what anybody say. That's a weak lineup. You better have a massive bench if you're gonna go with that lineup. Chris Paul, not Chris Paul, but Westbrook, Harden, Capella, Gordon, PJ Tucker. Come on, bro. Somebody got to play defense, and Clint Capella can't do it all himself. And yeah, that's a great point. Archangel Westbrook is going to try to take over himself. He always does. He's just too dominant. His mentality is just way too dominant. This is not going to work well, and it's not going to end well. Especially when you look at the Clippers, and I don't think people are paying close enough to this Clippers team. This Clipper team love to play defense. Those guys are defensive. Thibodeau. These guys, look, these guys, these guys are a defensive team. They're a defensive-minded team. They're a defensive-minded team, and I just don't see how Houston, especially with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard teaming together with LA, man, come on, bro. I just don't see how they get past a team like the Clippers. All right, just don't see it. James Overton, what's good, man? CP3 is old. Yeah, he's definitely old, man. What's good, Anthony Wright, man? I'm good, man. How is everybody on the track? As like the contract, you got two guys over dang near $400 million, man. That's just crazy. We're talking about two players with dang near $400 million. Two players with dang nearly $400 million. All right, how in the hell that's gonna happen? You got first round picks 24, 26, and swap 21 and 25. Man, come on, bro. I just don't know. And I just feel bad for CP3, man. He goes to Oklahoma City. I hope they like. I hope they give this guy what he needs and a buyout or something. But the way that contract is, man, I doubt it. I sincerely doubt that he would play for Oklahoma City. If he is, man, this dude got to be pissed off. You go from Houston to Oklahoma, man, you got to be pissed off. You got to be pissed. And I'm not sure if he has a no trade clause. Obviously, he didn't, because if he did, he would not be with Golden State. He's not Golden State, but he would be Oklahoma City. Jimmy Butler somewhere crying. Oh man, look, man, this is crazy. Free agents. This offseason for the NBA, I will tell you this, man. This definitely has been entertaining for to say the least. Don't know what the heck is going on with the NBA. Still won't watch outside of my Atlanta Hawks because, look, man, just no need to watch the NBA anymore. It's just everybody want to team up. Everybody want to be friends. I'm just not a fan of it. If it wasn't for the Falcons, if it wasn't for the Falcons, if it wasn't for the Hawks, I would not be watching the NBA whatsoever. If the Falcons would play, I dang sure would not be watching the NBA. Period. Pato Liso, what's good? The rebuild of the Thunder. Look, man, Oklahoma City is those fans. Yeah, you thought you guys were getting the team, and eesh, man. I feel bad for y'all. Oklahoma City fans, y'all, it's pretty much over. It's sad. It's over. I just don't think King T'Challa, the dumbest trade in history. I guess they were just trying to just get rid of. I just don't understand. Like, if you're going, I just feel that Houston is desperate at this point. I truly feel that they're desperate. And I'm not trying to disrespect, I'm really not trying to disrespect Russell Westbrook. But we're talking about two guys who are extremely ball dominant, and none of these guys, Russell Westbrook already has issues with his shot selection. Now you bring another guy along with James Harden who has equally horrible shot selection in the big time situations and clutch situations. Bro, this spells disaster. Have you guys paid any attention to James Harden the last 2 seasons, 3 seasons against Golden State? His shot selection has been horrible the past year. All right? Come on, bro. This has been horrible the last couple of years. They've been absolutely horrible the last couple of years, man. I don't. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. And I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people looking at this trade and saying Houston won it, but I'm not sure if they got better. Because look, man, we still got in the NBA. If you can't play defense in the playoffs, how good are you really? And we saw that this year, even with Golden State having a number of injuries. Toronto in the East, they were defensive juggernaut, man. Those guys played great defense. They played great defense. And we know that Houston and D'Antoni is not going to play. He don't care about defense. He cares about scoring, and more scoring. So it's going to be interesting to see what they can do in Houston. I don't think, I mean, they're past the draft. So you can't get any draft picks. You can't make any trades for the most part. I don't know what. This is just an experiment. For me, this is an experiment for Houston. I'm not sure if they got better. The Rockets have absolutely no bench. You're right, King T'Challa, man. They have no bench whatsoever. Falcons fans extraordinaire. What's good? The Rockets can make a splash every offseason, but it makes, whether it makes sense or not. Yeah, they do, but it got to make sense in the NBA, man. It has to make sense. And I'm not sure if this makes sense. TTV buys, CP3 is the most happiest boy in the world. No, I don't know about that. Going to Oklahoma City, I don't know about that, man. King Jeffrey Joe, honestly, Matt Ryan has no excuses. Man, I ain't reading that crap. Not reading that crap. We talking about Matt Ryan. Come on, bro. I'll do a live. I'll do a live in that real soon. Talking about Matt Ryan. Come on. Come on. Let's stop, people. Matt Ryan ain't got nothing to do with this. We're talking about this crap trade from the Rockets. I've been a Thunder fan since I first liked basketball. Yeah, I get it, man. But, man, who's going to pass the ball? Who's going to give up the ball? Man, James Harden ain't giving the ball up for nobody. We know Westbrook ain't giving the ball up. Can he continue to average a triple-double? Or get as many triple-doubles with James Harden? I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. Come on. Come on, man. And Laker J, look, man, we know that the Houston Rockets, that the issue has been D'Antoni, because he absolutely has no idea what defense is. This guy don't care about defense. All he tries to do is make up ways, create ways where he can outscore the opponent, and that's not going to wait. That's not going to work, bro. That's not going to work. You got to play defense. Going to look for Clint Capella to guard all 5 positions? Man, come on. Get out of here with that crap. Yeah, they're going to score a ton of points. They're going to be one of the most dynamic offenses in the NBA once they get together. But we're talking about a team that doesn't have a bench. We're talking about 2 ball-dominant players, man. This is sheesh, man. Look, man, it's crazy. I don't know how this is gonna do. I don't know how these guys are gonna get along, man. Tracy Robinson was good. It's definitely over for Oklahoma City. Yeah, it's a rebuild mode for us, man. For us, but for them, um, when you look at this team, Oklahoma City, they're pretty much what the Atlanta Hawks were. Pretty much traded everybody, but Russell Westbrook not winning and them pretty much giving him everything possible, all the players, and him running away players. Yeah, this is over. Oklahoma City is over. Westbrook, I don't know if he's going to have to change his game. Knowing Westbrook, he's not going to change his game whatsoever. But I don't know. I'm really interested to see how Westbrook evolves, if he evolves as a player, man. I really want to see how he evolves. But yeah, this is over with, man. Giannis Akakakumpo, however the hell you say that. That's the first season that there has been so many star duos spread around the league. Yeah, I like it. I do like the how the NBA is spreading players around, but at the same time, man, too many no players. I mean, I guess they're just giving NFL, NBA franchises what they've been pretty much doing to players for years, for decades, and that's not showing them any type of love, any type of commitment, no type of commitment. And players are just saying, if you won't give me what I need as a player, I'm just going to take my talents to South Beach. No, I'm just kidding. They're going to take their talents everywhere. And I don't blame the players. I truly don't blame the players for that. So, it is what it is, man. I don't like this trade for Houston, man, but it'll be interesting to say the least, man. It'll be interesting to say the least. But Oklahoma City, I feel for your fans. This is not going to go well, and I don't see how this is going to work for Houston. I think this is a horrible trade. It was a panic trade. It was pretty much a trade where you're telling the fans we're at least trying to do something. Even though I don't think it's going to work out, I just can't see that two ball-dominant players and Russell Westbrook and James Harden can coexist on the same team. We're talking about Westbrook, man. We're talking about Russell Westbrook, who ran away two guys, Paul George and Kevin Durant. He ran away these guys with just his ego and his style of play. How he's going to coexist with James Harden, a guy that needs at the very least, 30 shots a game. I don't know, bro. You're going to have two guys shooting 60 field goals just amongst themselves. I don't see how that happens. I don't see how that goes. And it's sad to say the least, man. And Hayden Griffin, how are Harden and Westbrook going to play together? You can't have each of them taking 50 shots a game. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Both of these guys need the ball in their hand. They have to have the ball in their hand, and they need shots to get in the rhythm. These guys are not like where you have Kobe. Kobe doesn't need a high volume of shots to get in the rhythm. It's not like Steph Curry where he doesn't need a couple of a high volume shots to get in the rhythm. These guys need to get in a rhythm. Westbrook has to be in a rhythm. James Harden has to be in a rhythm. That's why he's an isolation player. Isolation players need rhythm. So these guys are going to shoot. They're going to put up shots. How everyone else is going to get shots. Gordon, Capella, This is a guy that really doesn't need shots, but look, man, I don't know how this is gonna work. This is just a nightmare. This is just not good, man. And I know people like, this is a good trade on paper. Chris Paul, Westbrook, Houston seemingly have won this trade if you look at things. But on the other hand, man, if this is what the Rockets are thinking about, they're not thinking about winning this year. They could quite possibly be thinking about next season. Because when you look at their bench, you look at the players that they have, no one would say that these guys have a legitimate chance to win a championship. I would not say that Houston has a legitimate chance of winning a championship with James Harden, with Westbrook. I don't think these guys are going to be. I think the Lakers, the Clippers, Golden State, if they get Clay back in time, which I doubt, the Nuggets are a team that are, could quite possibly put up some numbers and some decent numbers. I think when you look at the Portland Trail Blazers, another team that could quite possibly make a run at the championship, or at least in the West. Look, man, there's a lot of competition in the West, man. And I don't think when you look at this trade that the Houston Rockets have definitely won this trade this year. Maybe next year, what they're thinking about, maybe next year. But this is I don't know, man. That's a lot. That's a lot of money to give two players, Westbrook and James Harden. I'm not sure. Um, Big Nino, Big Nino was good, man. Um, I know Rockets fans are probably happy about this, but come on, man. I don't know. I truly don't know how this is going to go down. I truly have no idea how this is going to go down for the Houston Rockets. I think if they get make a couple of trades here and there, but I don't know what they have left. I don't know what they have left to even get or sign someone. That's a lot of money that they're going to have to pay in the luxury tax. Are they willing to pay that much money for the luxury tax? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, a lot of ego, and man, I just hate it. I hate it for the players and the coaches that are going to have to put up with Russell Westbrook and James Harden, those egos. Mike D'Antoni is going to have. Look, man, that dude's going to have to have. He's going to have Dr. Phil. He's going to have Oprah. He's going to have somebody on speed dial because these guys are going to give his ass the blues, bro. They're going to give him the blues. He's going to need all types of mental evaluation after after this season. Playing with those Westbrook, man, please. Westbrook give anybody hell. That's why he has no teammate. That's why everybody running the hell away from Westbrook. I don't know how this is going to happen, but we will see. Two ball dominant players. Man, look, I don't know, man. I truly don't know. Yeah, I don't think this will work, man. But then again, it may or may not work. But let me know what you guys think about this, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to this live. It was spur of the moment type of thing. Lyrical rapper, are there going to be two? uh, oh man, two balls on the court. That's what they're gonna need, man. They're gonna need two balls on the court to help to satisfy these guys, man. They're gonna need two balls for Westbrook and Harden. I don't know how this is gonna happen. Look, Ayana or Oprah, they're gonna have to have somebody because this dude gonna Westbrook is going to give him hell all by his lonesome. So I pray for him, man. Mike D'Antoni, I pray for you. I pray for your health. I pray for your mental health. All right? Amen. Jesus. All that. Okay? But let me know what you guys think about that, man. Continue to support your boy, Man Mike Sports. Going to continue to give you all of the latest news updates, including the Atlanta Falcons, right? Mainly the Atlanta Falcons channel, but I do report on the biggest trades in baseball, the biggest trades in basketball, baseball, everything, all right? But this is it, man. Your boy, Matt Mike, is out. Continue to support your boy. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Your boy, Matt Mike, is out, man. Peace.